Hello and welcome to another video. Today I would like to just kind of tell you my personal opinions on the tanks after they were actually released. Plus I would also kind of like to tell you how you should play them. And also thank you for 223 subscribers. Absolutely amazing. So the very first tank we will talk about is obviously the tier 10, the Project Murat. Again, sorry for my pronunciation, it's probably really terrible. But I absolutely love this tank. It's my favorite tier 10 medium right now, 100%. It totally fits my playstyle, you know, the 2-shot autoloader, the mobility, the armor. You can kind of play around with it, but it's not 100% reliable. Something like STB or E50M, definitely not that kind of reliable, but it does get the job done. The overall playstyle is not exactly like aggressive, but you also shouldn't be like totally a support. You should be in the front lines and play the main role. However, you do need your team to support you because of the 2-shell autoloader. Because if you're on a reload, which is about 14.5 seconds, you will need to have your team to help you while you're reloading. The accuracy actually feels great. If you aim in a little bit, if you don't, it will most likely miss, but this is the case with all the guns in the game, honestly. So, not much of a trouble there. Also, this tank has the emergency track mechanic, which, you know, just a bonus. I mean, even without it, it would still be somewhat a decent tank, in my opinion, and you wouldn't really need it to be considered good. But because it has it, it's just a bonus, obviously. So my final take on this tank, it's a great tank, I love it. So, the Project Louis, I don't know exactly how you pronounce it. Again, I'm not French, I apologize. But I first found this tank is gonna be like kind of a mid tank, but it actually surprised me how absolutely amazing it is. The only thing that I can say that I don't like about this tank is the view range. It's not as good as I would be hoping for, but that's probably because it's a medium tank and not a light tank. Even though this tank doesn't have enough armor to be considered a medium tank in my opinion. But because it's the tier 9 from a medium tank, it's gonna have to be a medium tank, obviously. So, the way you play this tank is very simple. Just kind of a support vehicle, not really in the front line. You support your team from all kinds of positions and, you know, it just works. I mean, this is what I've been doing the whole game here, basically. Except the very last minutes where I was alone against two tanks. Unfortunately, I lost. Something that really surprised me about this tank is the mobility. I thought it would be like, not good, but not bad either, but it actually feels a lot better than it looks on paper. Again, this tank features the emergency track mechanic, which is really good, really amazing when it comes to people trying to track you permanently. The gun on this feels pretty good. I did enjoy it. It's accurate enough for you to be comfortable shooting with it without aiming in too much. And that's very important for me personally, because I don't like to aim in that much. It's pretty visible in my replays, I would say. The mobility, also good. And you should definitely stay as a support vehicle and not frontline and alone, because you once again need your team to support you if you're reloading. So the tier 8 is, in my opinion, the worst out of all these tanks. I thought at first that it would be like the second batch in Brass, but it's not really. that close. The mobility feels a lot worse than the other tanks from this line. Also, it has no armor whatsoever. The only bounces you're gonna get is like on the upper plate, which is very small under this angle. So you have to be really lucky to get some bounces with this. Overall, the gun, it's okay, but I feel like the reload time is really long for what it's capable of. This is 100% a support vehicle. It has not good armor, not good DPM, not good mobility. I mean, the mobility isn't worst, but like, it just kind of doesn't work, in my opinion. I don't really know what else to say about this tank. I don't like it. Like, it's okay. People, if you grind the tank by playing it, you will not be really mad about. There's definitely worse tanks than this. But you might want to, you know, be a little patient with it. So, the tier 7, I love this tank. It's more of a light tank than a medium tank, even though it apparently is supposed to be a medium tank. But you should totally play this as a light tank. You may not have the camo advantage or the view range advantage, but otherwise it's completely a light tank. The accuracy of the gun is actually pretty good, which I didn't expect from something that would be, you know, 2 shells. Usually these on lower tiers are not very accurate, but the accuracy on this tank feels really good. And overall, I love this tank, really enjoyed playing this battle. Play this as a light tank, not a medium. Doesn't have the armor to be a medium. You can get some bounces on the, I think, into the top of the turret. I'm not exactly sure right now. But do not rely on the armor. It's not worth it. You will suffer. So this will be everything for the video. I really hope that this video has helped you. If it did, consider subscribing and leaving a like. Maybe commenting what you think about these things yourself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you and goodbye.